Hi, Floss Tube.
Hi, Floss Tube.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jane.
And we're the BosStitchers. Thanks for joining us today for episode 45. And today is May 14th. And it is one of the warmest days that we have had yet. I mean, do you think got to 90 today?
I saw 87. I saw 87.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that sounds reasonable. Because it's been pretty cool up to like the past 2 days, maybe 2-3 days. Yeah. So today's the hottest of all. Yeah. So
and I picked today to plant a couple of bushes that I've been meaning to.
Of course you did.
Yeah. No, I couldn't have planted them when it was cold out. No, I had to plant them today. But anyway, they're in. Chester helped me with. I wish he would have helped me dig the hole, but he basically just helped me. Got in my way.
Lefty usually helps you by laying in the beds, doesn't she?
Yeah. So got that done, and as we speak, the Bruins are playing Game 7 in Carolina.
Oh, Game 7! Wow.
So when I got here, it was between periods. Bruins were losing 1-0. So anyway,
hope things turned around.
Don't tell me what happens, because I'll be watching it when I get home. So, how about you? What's up with you?
Pretty much the only thing for me is I went back to work this week after being out on leave with my foot. So I'm busy.
Well, did they save everything for you?
Yeah. Nice to see people. And
yeah, that's good. Do you want to throw out the first stitch?
I would love to. So I don't have anything new to share per se. Made a little progress on a couple of things. The first of which is Lori Holt's Prim Village. And I did one more house. I did that pink one.
Wow. So that's completely done.
Yeah. So I'm going to
try
to 2 down, only 10 to go. That's right. So, all of these have a fair amount of stitching to them, but they are easy. As we talked about, it can be big block stitching.
Yep.
So I think I worked on this one primarily when we were at the World in Stitches a couple of weeks ago. And it is fun to do.
Yeah.
So, hopefully I'll keep up with the 1 a month on that.
Yeah. We didn't make it to the World in Stitches today.
No.
I just had so much yard work I needed to do and other things that
work to do. So, well, I hope to make it at the end of the month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, well, I guess this is new, actually. I was thinking that I had showed this last time, but I think I just talked about starting this. I think I was going to start it because I needed to do something in color. That's my neighbor Fergus, if you hear him in the background. I love Fergus. He's his own worst enemy. He usually steps out. He has to announce to the world he's there, and usually you can count to 1, 2, 3. Fergus, get in here. So, this is my latest, oh yes, thank you, Prairie School Santa. And this is 2018's.
That one's
I
cute.
think that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love that rabbit on
Me
it.
too.
It almost looks like it's in silhouette,
Yeah.
Yeah. And
very nice.
This one has come along pretty fast too because again it's a lot of big blocks in color of this one too. So I just have still a fair amount of stitching, but it's I just have red left for Santa's coat and his little bit of his pants, you can see, and then the
That's
white.
a nice fill in.
Yeah, and the snowman, and then Santa's beard and stuff. So yeah.
Nice.
So, oh, I got one other non-cross-stitch one to show. I did show this one before too. This is my knitting. And last time when I showed this,
You did a
I
lot.
mentioned how that last time was my second attempt, and that I hadn't done a swatch to see about the gauge. And I am apparently an incredibly relaxed knitter, because it was becoming much bigger than it should. So this is attempt number 3, and in between 2 and 3, I thought maybe it would be a good idea to do a swatch. So I did that, and I still think this is looking a little maybe bigger than it should be, but I think I'm a little more in the ballpark. I went down 3 sizes on the needle, from a 7 to a 4. And I do like working on smaller needles anyway.
What's it going to be? A scarf?
It's going to be, oh, that's what I didn't bring. I didn't bring the pattern out with me, which is silly. It's,
I can take a picture and insert it.
all right. It's an easy cowl. You knit straight, like 36 inches, and then you attach the short end to the long end, so it kind of wraps around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So whatever size this comes to, I am making this one work.
It's going to be whatever size it is.
It certainly is.
Okay.
Yeah. Beautiful Noro yarn. This is Noro Ito. One big ball of it, and hopefully enough to make it fit somebody's neck, right? So this is fun, you know, at night when your eyes are tired, or you're watching something on TV, and you don't have to see quite as well. So you're doing stitching.
Excellent.
And that's it for me.
All right. So my whips, I did Mill Hill Monday, and this is a Mill Hill kit, the Button and Beads Winter Series. It's the Christmas Village, and this one is Tree Farm. This is not going as quickly as I had hoped.
Seeing that you have how many others after that to move on to?
I know.
Is that the...
So, I did... No, I got this. No, I got it.
Right.
So, I put some of the snow in at the bottom, but I didn't work on it all that much, and there's still quite a few stitches. I was hoping that I would get to bead soon, but there's still quite a few stitches that I need to do.
Well, those Mill Hill are so dense.
Yeah. And I did. So it comes with 3 packages of beads, and for 3 days at lunch, I sorted beads. So 2 of the packages had two colors in it, and 1 of the packages had 3. And you wouldn't think it would take that long to sort them all out,
They're
but
like,
well, yeah. And
then
then I was doing it at work at my desk. Excuse me. And so I cleaned everything off my desks and then poured them out. And then I was using a needle to like sort them, but I would like poke one and it would go like flying across the room. So I ended up using a letter opener and just kind of like spreading them out. But boy, that took a long time.
Yeah.
I mean,
you need a longer lunch break, I think.
Well, you know what? Mill Hill charges enough for these kits. You don't think that they can give like 7 packages of beads that are sorted? Come on.
Yeah.
Mill Hill. You know?
Your fans demand it.
I mean, really. Sorting the floss, sorting the floss is nothing, but those beads. Whew.
Yeah.
Second thing I worked on were my temperature butterflies by Stitchin Mommy. And I finished April.
Ooh, I like April. We're
Yeah.
on to. I guess it was warmer than I thought, Jane.
I know. So there's April right here. And I went back and I did put in all of the antenna for the first 3 months. And I started doing the outline for the May butterfly. So that
Very
will
nice.
be,
You got a lot done
that'll
on
be
that.
coming along. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. And so finally, and part of this is haul. I got a project bag.
Some of that out of your hands?
I think I'm all right.
All right.
I got a project bag from Studio 88 West, and I love it. There's a big map here with a really nice handle.
And that was a custom for you,
This was a
right?
custom, yes. And I'm actually going to take everything out of the bag so that you can see how cool the inside is. The inside is maps too, and it has animals on different continents and shark in the water. So I thought this was really, and then this darker fabric up here with the compass. So I love this.
Very nice.
So that was what I'm keeping this whip in. And Stony Creek, nature's best for the bath. And this is this is called Under the Sea. Here's the booklet. And this is the one I'm doing, minus this triangle border down here. And this I was going to do for Monogamania. And I had a few other things that I needed to get to work on, which I have a finish, and I'll show you that in a minute. But otherwise, I did do some on this. And I mostly worked down here on this big fish. So I have 3 fish done, and these 2 clownfish have to be done, and then the big one, and then there's a bunch of coral and stuff over on the other side here. So I will be working on this really for the rest of the month, because
You gotta get that one done.
Get that done.
Well, May is a good opportunity for that.
Yeah, and it's fish, so it's
Yeah.
nice warm weather stitching.
Right.
Oh my God, look at my hair.
It's humid here. We can't help it.
All right. What else you got? Finishes?
Not finishes,
Okay.
but do you have a finish?
I have a finish.
Yeah, you go ahead with
All right.
that.
Oh, because you have FFOs.
Hey, I don't have them that often. I have to play it up.
So I need to do, I want to do a small for StitchCon. And I chose this pattern for every season pillows. This is Manny to Donna. And I decided to do summer. But I thought that the lettering for the blue was really kind of dark, so I changed it to 825, and I think I used all of the called for colors for the rest.
That's a pretty blue.
But I did, I wanted to brighten up. Sorry,
You
guys.
got bored?
I wanted to. No, you know what? I'm going to try to put it on the.
Oh, okay.
On the thing there.
That fabric looks like a summer sky.
Yeah, this is 32 count vintage blue whisper. So by BeStitchMe. So that is my finish. So there's a little lighthouse and a crab, and then the pelican, ship's wheel, and then a life preserver.
Very nice.
So, what am I going to do with this, you ask?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay. So, if I can get this folded a little
It's
bit.
like an accordion.
I bought this box, and it just, you know, it has a little magnet thing. It just flips open. But I am going to put this on top of the box. So it will look sort of like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And
did you have to look to make sure that fits so well? Before?
Oh, I measured
like,
it,
did
yeah.
you go through
No,
a few
yeah.
different things, or you had that in mind from the beginning? You put on that.
I had in mind that I wanted to put something long.
Yes.
And then it was just finding a chart.
Good.
So, and this fit perfectly.
Yeah.
Using a 32 count fabric. So,
Good.
so now my question is, so I will mount this on the box. My question is, what do I do with the box? Do I stain it? I could stain it with a natural, a natural stain. You really only will see the sides because the top, well, maybe some of the top. Or a little bit darker stain, or do I paint it? A blue or a white? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Especially if you're going to StitchCon Weekend B, because this could be yours. No, I'm just trying to figure out, what would look best. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know.
Well, you're not asking for my opinion.
Yeah, ask.
But
Yeah.
I
am
like
asking for everybody's opinion.
All right. I like the idea of a natural stain, personally.
Yeah.
That'd be my vote.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always my tendency for wood
Yeah,
anyway. But,
yeah.
All right.
But we'll see what people
Duly
think.
noted. Okay. All right. That was it. I had one finish.
Okay.
So now you have...
Well, I have 2 FFOs. But unfortunately, they've moved on to their recipients.
Yep.
Because I was a little slow in getting that. And hopefully, as you're listening to this, you'll be... Thanks to the magic of Jane's technology, you'll see these in front of you. So the first is my home pillow. And that one was from, I believe, the June 21 issue of Just Cross Stitch. And it was designed so you could customize it with the longitude and latitude of an address. So I did that for my cousin who moved to a new house. Probably doesn't feel new anymore. Since that was the June 21 issue. So I finished that and sent it off to her, and I heard from her today.
Oh, good.
And she was happy to get that. And as I may have said before, both her husband and daughter are mathematicians. So I did say to her, don't let them check this out. I'd like to think that that address is for Oxnard, California, but we'll see. And the second one was also a pillow, and these were both finished by our wonderful finisher, Janet, who does a terrific job. And the second was the Lucy Beam, I Will Find You. It reads, I don't know who used my scissors, but I will find you. And that was for our friend Marguerite from our craft group friends. And Marguerite is a phenomenal quilter. And she's had a couple of milestone events lately, big birthday and retirement, and so I wanted to make her a little something. And we were fortunate enough, she joined us at Jane hosted our group last for a crafternoon last weekend, and Marguerite was there, so I could give that to her. So that's it for my FFOs.
She was very happy to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of those are really, really cute.
Okay.
Do you have any haul?
I do. I have a little bit of haul.
All right.
And I had a little, I don't know, public service announcement or a
Okay.
story to go along with it.
Uh-huh.
So in my town, like, lots of other towns, there's an email list that people write in about anything and everything, and people often tend to go on and on about anything and everything. But recently a woman posted that she had met a Ukrainian woman who basically fled Ukraine and came to the Boston area to be with her daughter and her granddaughter. And that this woman was looking for craft supplies to work on, pretty primarily embroidery and knitting supplies. So she was accepting donations for her to bring them. So I thought, well, this is in my wheelhouse, right? So I went to my craft room and, like all of us, I mean, you could have turned in any direction and found stuff. So I did get a big, like the bags that Lisa gave us from AC Moore.
Like a big tote. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And, but, as I was doing it, it was like, even though I have all these things all around me, I I did a first pass, and then there was a little bit of yarn. I thought, I just don't think I can part with this. And I did. Then I got I got less actually of embroidery kind of supplies, but I had a magazine and a kit and some fabric and that I put in. And I thought, like, why is it so hard when, we have so much stuff? It's not like I'm taking food out of my family's mouth to provide to somebody, that it's still so hard to, with some things. But I did, in the end, get a sizable amount together. And I did start thinking, well, this woman could be in a small apartment for all I know, so I guess probably loading up with any more yarn isn't a great idea. And I brought it to the woman who was taking it all to her, who was very grateful that she had received a response from many people in town. So I hope maybe the next time I can give with a freer heart, I guess I would say. So I hope she enjoys it, finds something out of it all. I thought, maybe if she doesn't want some of the things her granddaughter would. So
yeah,
we'll see.
I mean, it might be a family, now that's 3 generations.
Right.
Teach her granddaughter how to knit or
who knows. So of course that didn't completely stop me from getting more things, although it's pretty reasonable this time. This is my May coloring cotton of the month in 32 count linen, and I just love this color. I don't think I've had one this dark from them in the neutrals, and this is called Sweet Tea. So I'll look forward to putting something on that. And the next thing that I have is a combination of haul and stitchy kindness as well, because our friend Missy from Two Needles Pulling Thread was at a local shop with her mother-in-law, and she knew that I was so that I've been leaning towards stitching all the Prairie School Santas on 18 count Davos in putty khaki. And lo and behold, she found some at a great price at this shop. So she not only picked it up for me, but the woman at the shop cut it into the 9x13 cuts.
Pretty good.
Yeah. And then Missy's mother-in-law, who is Kathy's mother, serged it all for me. So that was like such a treat.
Yeah.
So I am just all set to move on to a lot more of Prairie Schooler Santas. So that was good news all around.
What's this little, are you going to make a little bookmark or something?
Yeah, she said, Missy said there were a couple like odd ends left over. So they did those for me too. So
Bookmark.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loads of projects.
Great.
Yeah. And that's it for me. Oh, shall I go on to this?
Sure.
Okay. So the timing was just too good on this that I had to say something. So maybe some of you get the Unitarian Universalist magazine as well. And it just arrived before Jane came today. And the theme is Stitching a Layered Faith. And there's various references in here of needlework and
What's it called? Embracing?
Well, that's
Okay.
one of them. But the one that I was really going to focus on, and I won't read it all to you, but is called The Flaw. And the so the premise of it is that the best thing about handmade patterns are the flaws. And the poet, I guess, says that the flaw we live by, the wrong color floss, now reads among the other, and it stands out. So I think that's a good message to all of us when we make
When
a
we're
mistake.
frogging.
Right, you might want to leave it next time.
Yeah.
So if you happen to see the magazine, you may want to pull that out and take a look at it. And that's it for me.
All right. Let's see. I have just a couple of things. Of course, I can't just get one bag from Studio 88 West. So I saw this one, and I just thought this was adorable. And it is all these little bees on here.
Some of them have hats on.
Yeah,
don't they?
they're all like little worker bees.
Oh, I get it, like a construction worker.
I think so, yeah.
I think one of them's drinking coffee.
Well, they're planting too. They have shovels and yeah. So
It is
and then
very cute.
the inside is this beautiful strawberry. Oh, let me pull that back a bit. Beautiful strawberry pattern. Now in the shop, there's also a bag like this that's the complete opposite. So it's the strawberries on the back and the bees on the inside.
But what you're saying
So-
is it's not going to be there for long.
I think I have to get both, right? I mean, you got to do
They complement each other.
the yin and the yang, right? So, again, very, very well made bags, and thank you to Janet, the shop owner. She does a great job.
Yes, she does.
I got the May
Ooh.
color and cotton threads. And so let's see, we have, what is this? This is raw linen.
Let's see.
Can you hold it? And
I can.
Okay. So that's raw linen. This is
very pretty white.
steel blue. And this is called Mars.
Is that what it looks like, Jane?
Apparently, according to the Matt Damon movie, The Martian, right? Looked like that to me.
Or is that Mars chocolate?
This is cranberry. Let's move this just over just a hair. Good. All right, and then this is cherry cordial.
That's very
And
pretty.
this has got, yeah, it's like brown and cranberry. And then the other, so I get 10 skeins. And we have dark indigo. Is that showing up all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then olive brown. And kumquat.
Ooh, is that what they look like?
Yeah. Hot Springs, I love that color.
Yeah. Pretty aqua.
And then Chantilly lace.
Ooh, that's very nice too.
And a pretty face. And all right.
Yeah,
So,
always a winning lineup from them.
Yeah. And then the... Oh, got it.
All right.
And then the other club piece that I got was from Annie B's. I'm doing the 12 Days of Christmas Stocking Ornament Club. And this month was 5 golden rings. And I have a little bit of a story with this because we had our mail delivered and our mailman, I think our mailman was off, so we had a mailman that just came and had, our mail like put together with an elastic band and put it on our steps instead of inside
He didn't
the
know
mailbox.
the full drill.
Right, exactly. So I went out to, Howie went out to get the mail, and he came in and said, "Oh, you're not going to be happy." I'm like, uh-oh. So this is my 5 golden rings.
Almost.
As Chris said, it looks like there's 4 golden rings now. So we were able to retrieve the little piece that he chewed off. So I'm going to have to see if I can tape that back on. If not, I may have to borrow Linda or Kristen's patterns from our stitch group. So anyway, I'm going to put a picture of Chester in here because, God, he's just so cute. He can be so cute. And then he does something like this.
Is that all he did?
So this I couldn't even bring. We got the mail today too, and I purchased a Elsa Williams kit from eBay, and that was delivered today. And unfortunately, Chester got to it before I did, and the Elsa Williams kit was strewn all over the yard. So the floss was taken out of the package, the fabric was taken out of the package, the package itself was ripped. He does a thorough job. I think I'm going to be able to salvage it, but so much for being able to keep that as a piece that maybe someday I will stitch. Apparently I do have to stitch this now because it's totally opened, and anyway, so
I guess you won't be selling that in the secondary market.
No, I will not be. That's the beagle for you.
How are the fabrics in those kits? Are they pretty nice?
They're an Aida. They're an 18 count Aida, but they're like most of them are full coverage anyway. So
right.
So it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Well, I actually shouldn't say that, but I would say 90% of the chart most of the charts are full coverage.
Okay.
So sometimes on the sky, it'll be
the background,
partly a background, or the base or something like that. But it's mostly full coverage anyway. I've done them on. I think I've always used the kit. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I've used one of the kit fabrics, and then I'm doing one now. It's the turtles
that's a nice
that
one.
I traded out the fabric. But anyway,
Chester.
Chester Sylvester. So,
How old is he now?
he was 1 in January, so he's like 1.5. So
Terrible twos.
we have a ways to go with him. So, but he's sweet, you know. He's a very sweet boy. So he can be really, really
progress.
cute. He can be really cute. So anyway, that's it, I think.
All right.
So,
Plans?
Let's see. Plans. Monogamania.
Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta get back to
And
that.
that's pretty much. Well, I guess I'll try to see, and I'll still do Mill Hill Monday.
Yeah, yeah.
And then try to FFO my piece for StitchCon. And then I do have to keep up. I really want to keep up with temperature butterflies, but as long as I do the outline, filling in doesn't really take that long.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if I
You
can
gotta start on that.
if I can, if I can keep up with the outlines,
Yeah.
then at the end of the month I can just fill in. So it's kind of nice.
Right. Right.
And let's see. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
You?
Well, I'm going to continue with our BossMe selections with our friends at Two Needles Pulling Thread, and I've been, as I often am, kind of slow to move on from something. I had Prairie Schooler Santa on it for 5 days, so I've clearly done that, and I did have a Stitch What You Want When You Want, so I guess I took advantage of that. But what are we up to, the 15th now? We only have 16 days left, huh? And I've still got Quaker Genetics, which I do really want to work on. I haven't touched that in a long time either, and I need to start that praiseworthy
That's on
Simply
BossMe?
Grace.
That's
I
on your
think,
BossMe board?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I know, and I've been intimidated to start that.
So for
I
any
need
of
to
you
do
who are new, Chris and I are doing a version of WIPCO with our friends from Two Needles Pulling Thread, and we are pulling 4 numbers per month, and then so June will be the last month, and which means that I should
We've got a few holes.
which means I should have everything finished by the end of June. Yep. Anyway,
But it's been a lot of fun.
It is a lot of
love
fun.
doing it.
It is a lot of fun.
Has been
and
a motivator.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll continue with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I guess we will see you in 2 weeks. Right?
Okay.
And hopefully,
we hope so.
hopefully my hair will be a little bit better. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe it'll be drier weather by then.
Yeah.
As we head into June.
Yeah, right. yeah. All right. So, to those of you who are coming back, thank you for returning, and any new viewers, we hope you liked what you saw, and we'll hit the subscribe and the like button, and we'll think about joining us again. So until next time, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.